can't fight the friction.
Got a capacity crowd here at the United Center. We'll see the Indiana Pacers and Chicago. This game pitting two conference rivals against one another. A little extra riding on this one. We'll see it too.
Yeah, you'll see, because the game will get a little chippy, a little physical, and both of these teams understand they both can't get to the conference finals.
A lot of talking out there too, huh?
Yeah,
were you a talker?
Big talker.
Were you?
Yes, I loved it.
Plus, you're in broadcasting. I see the connection. I finally have figured it out. Now a chance, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. The starting five on the floor. On the court right now for the Pacers. Jackson is out there with Miller. Then it's Mullen. Then there's Davis, and it's Smits in at the 5 spot.
Nice make for him as they get the scoring started.
How you love to get the first one under your belt and out of the way.
Pass to Harper. Good ball movement here by the Bulls. Pippen kicks to Jordan. A baseline J. It's rebounded by Indiana. Miller outside. It's stolen by Rodman. And here's the fast break. Jordan leading the way. Harper. The second chance points on the tip in.
And I don't care what his size is. You cannot forget to box him out. He's just got a nose for the ball, and he is fearless in attacking the glass.
Jackson kicks to Davis. Shoots from the elbow. Jordan with the rebound.
He had all the room he needed to get the shot off. Just couldn't find the bottom of the net.
Harper the pass to Pippen. Outside Jordan. Rodman sends a screen. Jordan dishes to Rodman. Outside for Jordan. Clock at 4. Offensive rebound. Longley passes to Harper. Rodman in the post. Davis is there. And there's the 3-second violation. The Pacers have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Jackson against Harper. Lets a floater go. And the rejection by Pippen. Fast break. Here comes Chicago. Here's Jordan. And the dunk by Jordan.
Excellent work there in transition.
He doesn't give the defense any time to set up. He just goes extremely hard to the bucket.
Jackson against Harper. Davis sets a screen. Jackson kicks to Mullen. And out of bounds as the Bulls gain possession. Well, there was a concern that in the post-Thibodeau era, the Bulls defense would see a sharp decline. But they still played rugged, tough defense.
Well, if you have great individual defenders, you're still going to be a good defensive team. Yes, we talked about Tibbs and the Bulls era. It was all about defense. This team is able to do both.
Aaron Brooks is checked in for Indiana. Offensive rebound. It's deflected. Inside. It's tipped. It's stolen by Mullen. Lets it fly from 18. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. The Pacers shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line.
Yeah, and over the course of the season, they're a respectable 78%. That comes in handy in close games.
Kukoc, he's checked in for Scottie Pippen.
He just can't miss from the line right now. He is the guy you want taking those shots.
Harper kicks to Kukoc. Feeds it to Rodman. To the paint, Harper. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D.
Oh, that is just weak defense there. I'm pretty sure that was not the plan to give him those kind of baskets at the hoop.
It's something they better correct quickly because he'll start running wild if they don't defend him any tougher than that. The defense was not even close on that assignment. That was too easy.
Outside for Jordan. Rodman passes to Longley. Kukoc from outside. That shot, no good. So Indiana will take it the other way. To the inside. Here's Miller. Lays it up, and despite of the excellent defense at that.
He's as consistent as they come on offense. It's really a luxury to have him on your team.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Kukoc kicks to Jordan. And it's Jordan with the jam.
High basketball IQ right there. Saw his teammate had the advantage, so he got him the rock and let him go to work.
The Pacers shooting a lowly 30% to start this game out. Here's Best. He's guarded by Harper. Here's Best. Back to Miller. 1 second left. Again, Indiana.
And a really good way to start the game. He's a guy who, if he gets it going early, he's going to give you problems.
He's already given them all sorts of problems. He hasn't needed any time to settle into this one.
Well, it's been a tight one so far as we get the second quarter going back here. And let's quickly break down the game, guys, we have seen from Indiana. What do you think?
They've gotten to the line with tremendous consistency here through the first period.
They just look hungrier out there. They don't mind taking the pounding.
On the court right now for the Pacers, they've got Jackson. He's out there with Rose. And it's Smits in at the 5, roaming the paint. Rodney Stuckey on the wing. High, arcing shot. He takes it up and lays it in. Rose has got the lead up to 2 now for Indiana.
When you have a reliable floater like that, it can be absolutely lethal.
Jordan kicks to Pippen, and Davis sends it back. Now the Pacers moving it up. Jackson's got the ball. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. 1 free throw coming his way. Steve, so many players will talk about how rougher the league was back in the 80s, back in the 90s. You played a part of that. Do you think the NBA has gotten softer overall as a league, and is it a good thing that it has?
Well, I think, yeah, it's changed. I wouldn't call it softer because the rules have changed. I mean, you could hard foul and just get up. No flagrant, no technical. So I think now if you look at it, yes, it's not enforced the same way, but they had to clean up the physicality. But I'm still a fan on maybe keeping hand checking. You can bring that back.
I think the league can be as physical as it ever was when it wants to, but I just think the rules have given it some definition. And I think players are every bit as rugged as they once were.
Yeah, it's just totally different. I mean, you got to play within the rules.
Right.
You can't hard foul a guy and put your team in jeopardy and get thrown out of a game.
Game is, I think, maybe more pleasing to watch, right? To the average fan, there's a lot more ball movement, a lot more shooting.
People like offense.
Yes, they do.
They don't want to see 65, but that's the way I played. I like a little defense in there. Defense used to win championships.
Well, it still
now
does, though.
I mean, there's a little bit of a balance.
Yeah, but don't you think defense at the end of the day is just got to be?
It's still a premium.
It's got to be there.
Yes.
And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, guys, in the era of 3 and D and 4 out and 1 in, some say the post-up is a lost art. That makes Al Jefferson a throwback player. He said it happened right in front of my eyes. When I came into the league, it was still a big man's game. Everything changed around me. I've always been a back-to-the-basket post-move player. I just stuck to what I do best, guys.
Yeah, and I hope he never changes. Thanks, D.A. Hope he's checked in for Rodney Stuckey. Chicago shooting their first free throw of the game. Pacers have gone 2 of 4 shooting the ball here in the second. And they double up Jackson. Shoots from 12. And it's Mullen that time on the assist by Jackson.
And that's really using the double team against the defense there and creating that pinpoint passing to attack.
Jordan against Mullen. Rodman dishes to Kukoc, and that one is stuffed right through.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. Jackson is doubled, pass to Mullen. 1:33 left in the first half. Offline with the baseline jumper.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position, you can see the frustration on his face.
Kerr with the screen on Mullen. Left side, Rodman. It's tipped. Stolen by Jackson. Fast break. Here comes Indiana. And good. Got the English that time as it falls. Mullen's got 4 this quarter.
You always hear about chemistry. That's a perfect example, knowing where each other is at all times.
Here's Jordan. That one doesn't go. So Indiana will take it the other way. Here's Pope. That's good. And it's Jackson with the assist that time. Jackson's got 5 assists in the game. It's Pippen on the wing. He dishes it to Jordan. On the wing, Kukoc jacks up a 3. It's rebounded by Indiana.
Couldn't have been more wide open on that one.
Jackson is doubled. Davis, the pass to Smits. The layup missed.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
Pippen kicks to Kerr. Back to Pippen. There's the feed to Jordan. Up top, Pippen. Off target with the open look.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that has been very close so far. It's the Pacers leading by 4. From the United Center in Chicago, back in a moment.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
And we hope you've enjoyed our first half of action. I'm Ernie Johnson welcoming you back. Shaquille O'Neal is right there. Kenny the Jet Smith is right there. And this here. For the Pacers, the first quarter was pretty even. At the end of the period, they held a 2-point lead. They had a slight edge on the scoreboard in the second quarter, but only by the slimmest of margins. And Kenny, what'd you think about what we saw from Indiana?
Well, there was a big spark from the bench in the first half. Sometimes you're hoping for your reserves to come in and just hold court, but they didn't do that. They actually got better.
How about you, Shaq? What did you think about Chicago?
You know, they didn't play it too safe. They made some really nice shots. Those are some much-needed points, and it keeps them right in the game. As long as they stay on the same page and keep working together, they got a great chance to take control of this game.
That'll do it for now. Second half coming up. We'll see you after the game.
Welcome back to the hustle and bustle of Chicago, a time-lapse view of all the traffic heading toward downtown. And it's been a back-and-forth game so far with no ground given through the first half. Third quarter starting here now. We've seen Michael Jordan really having a great game.
Always been a dynamic scorer, and we saw in that first half the entire repertoire on display.
Yeah, he did a nice job. He got some easy buckets, made some tough shots. He erupted in the first half of play.
And for Indiana, Davis is out there with Mullen. Then it's Miller. Then there's Jackson. And it's Smits in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Jackson dishes to Davis. Down low, Smits packs in there. Davis with the assist. And the Pacers lead by 4.
Nice move and finish. I think the halftime break really gave him a second win.
Yeah, he's one of those players. He operates at a different speed versus the defense.
And for Chicago, they've got Pippen. Dennis Rodman is out there with Longley. Then it's Jordan. And it's Harper in at the point. And here we go with Miller running up the court.
And really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
Outside Harper. It's Pippen on the wing. Pass to Jordan. And it's Jordan with the jam.
Oh, why, dunk you very much.
He can really fly, and you combine that, Greg, with some nice penetration, too, and you've got 2 points. Jackson kicks to Miller. Soft touch off the glass. Miller's got 8.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Rodman with a screen on Mullen. Outside Jordan. And they double up Jordan. Pippen for 3. Bangs home the trifecta. Pippen's got his first 3 points of the game.
There was no defense present there whatsoever. Anyone could have made that wide open shot.
So timeout called here, the first for Indiana. And nowadays we see a lot less players who stay on one team for their entire career. Smitty, you played for 6 different teams in your career. Would you have rather stayed in just one spot?
No, I think when I look at it, when I look back at my career, at first at the time, Kevin, a little upset moving around, but the experience I got and to win a championship, I got a chance to move from organization to organization, meet so many different people. I like the change. My wife didn't like it.
I was just going to say, how'd your family react to all that?
Well, the one thing about it is my kids weren't old enough to change. They weren't in school yet, so that helped.
Huge.
My wife, I got to give her a lot of credit. She did a good job of being the champion at home while I was gone.
Do you know what they say? Behind every successful man is a surprised wife. You and I are lucky in that regard, aren't we?
Yes, indeed.
Outside, Rodman. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. Back to Harper. Deflects the pass. Rodman passes to Harper.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force him to the line.
This is his first free throw of the game. That one drops. He ties it up. And the Bulls making a change here. And that one falls, and that puts him up by 1 point. For Indiana, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. .143 left to play in the third. There's a screen. Shot off the pick. And he didn't get quite enough under that one.
Tell you what, the defense got lucky there because you know he can hit it from mid-range.
A nice shot by Jordan.
And this team is ahead largely because of his accuracy from the floor tonight.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
And they need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence. Well, that's why they're in front. Aggressive play at both ends. Nicely done.
They double him with Jordan. Pippen with the steal. Fast break. Here comes Chicago. Got a piece of it. Here's Best. .50 seconds left to play here in the third. The Pacers have made 3 free throws so far. Haven't missed any. First one falls for him. Chicago making a switch here. Kerr's checked in. And so he hits both. The Bulls leading by 3. He kicks it to Jordan. For 3, Pippen. A shot off that time. And Indiana will go the other way with it. Here's Best, defended by Kerr. Best's shot is good. Just over 3.5 minutes through the third quarter of play now. Kerr dishes to Pippen. .16 seconds left here in the third quarter. Shot clock at 5. Here's Jordan. And again, no good by Chicago. Miller doesn't get it to drop for him. It's still anybody's game as we've reached the end of 3. Bulls lead by 1. And we're coming right back. Be sure to stay with us as we get started for the fourth quarter. fourth quarter of action getting underway. We've had a great one so far with both sides coming to play. On the court for Indiana, we've got Davis. Mullen is out there with Davis. Then there's Jackson, and it's Miller in at the 2 spot. To the middle, and it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Jackson.
That would have been a good time to just keep it simple. No need to rush that pass.
Now Kerr. The dish to Kukoc. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. Kukoc has got the first basket as we get going in the fourth for the Bulls. To the middle, it's deflected. Out of bounds, Pacers ball as Indiana keeps possession.
You know what? A low percentage pass on that one, but sometimes it's worth the risk.
Yeah, questionable, but it almost got through. It's probably a quick bucket if it did.
There's the pick. Shoots from the elbow, and the basket is good.
Wow, got that one off right in the face of the big fella. Nice quick fire release.
I'm with you. I didn't think he'd get that one off in time, but his shot is so quick. He did.
And then Rodman with the dunk.
And that's how it's done. I mean, find that hole in the D and then go hard to the right.
Maybe that hole was a little bigger than it should have been.
It looked like a total breakdown to me there. He exploited that hole perfectly and made them pay.
Scottie Pippen's checked in for Chicago. Kerr comes in for Ron Harper. Chicago on defense. 3-point lead. And Davis with the basket on the assist from Jackson.
And guys, all about hard work from this point on. They've worked hard to create that high-quality shot and then able to knock it down.
Outside Pippen. Kicks it to Jordan. Dishes it to Rodman. And then Rodman with the dunk.
And I would not be surprised to see them double him up here.
And Rodman no good on that one. Pacers trail by 3. Miller outside to tie it up. Here's Smits. And it goes as the official calls the foul. Count it. He'll shoot one more at the free throw line.
He got the ball in perfect position, went up over the smaller defender, and laid it in for a big bucket.
Tremendous job at the line as usual. You can always bank on him in those situations.
For Chicago, they've gotten all 3 of their shots to drop here in the fourth quarter. They came out of the break on a roll. Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. Pippen with it. Shot from 12. Just 4 to shoot. Here's Jordan. Good D by Miller.
It just seemed like they were out of sync and waited way too long.
Left side, Davis. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. Jackson's got 9 assists in the game. Great passing. Chicago trailing here. Pippen kicks to Kukoc. To the paint. Outside for Pippen. A 3-ball. And again, no good by Chicago. The Pacers have gone an outstanding 4 of 5 from the field in the fourth quarter so far. Jackson is doubled. And that'll be Indiana as it goes out of bounds. Pacers retain possession. And the Pacers with possession here. Miller, no luck.
And a nice job of utilizing his body to get around the defender, but that's just a tough one to knock down consistently. And they'll be counting on even more points from him. That's essential if they're going to pull this game.
He is just eating this up. He loves these situations. The more pressure, the better.
Left in the game.
Only one player gets credit for the steal, but really both defenders made it happen on that one.
A 3, Pippen. Again, the miss by Pippen. Pippen's gone just 1 of 4 from deep. Here's Miller. Misses off the left iron.
And the truth is, I've been there. He's trying to find the rhythm on his shot. He feels like he's close, and that's why he keeps shooting.
The pass to Jordan. From 13. It's good.
As much a shot as I have ever seen.
The difference is he wanted it. There was no way he was letting anybody else take that shot.
Timeout called the Pacers. They're losing by 2. 30 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. What do you think, guys?
And usually you want to go for the 2-for-1 here to maximize the clock.
And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Hi, Kevin. Well, the head coach of the Pacers talked to his team during the timeout. He knows this has been a hard-fought game. He wanted his guys to just sit down and catch their breath. He said, look, we're right in the game, guys. Let's make a little push here. Let's come out with some bite. Kevin?
Oh, man, what a turnaround. Sensational play on D, and then the rapid-fire run to the basket.
Craig, they didn't wait around, did they? They went right for the throat.
They want to get out and run any chance.
I like what I see out there, fellas. We're playing like we want it.
It's the offense for them.
So for the Bulls, Longley's checked in for Kukoc, and it's Harper in for Kerr. Here's Mullen, the offensive rebound. Second chance shot, and once again off the mark by Indiana. And he throws it down hard with one hand.
Really just continuing to increase the lead. This one should be easy for the rest of the way.
I can't see this one slipping away from them at this stage. They've just been too good today.
Timeout called the Pacers. They're losing by 6. There's 14 seconds left in the fourth. Miller, the pass to Smits. Jackson kicks to Miller. And the Pacers can't get it to go.
Not good shot selection. Long range and the defender all up in your jersey.
If you're the defender, you're like, yes, take that shot. I'll play the percentages.
It's stolen by Davis. And so the big win by Chicago in a tight game. They didn't make it easy on themselves or their fans, but in the end, everyone's satisfied.
I mean, there were some times that momentum shifted, and especially early on, but let's give this group a lot of credit for that stick-to-itiveness in terms of finishing out and executing that game plan.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Steve Smith, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge,
The 2K Sports Postgame Show.
Ernie Johnson again, folks, with Ken. You know, tonight he put up his high for the season. Found his rhythm, never let up. Just a terrific scoring effort all the way around.
Let me tell you something. He got that look in his eye like he's determined to get his points tonight. It didn't matter what they tried to do to stop him. That right there was some focus, fellas. He went way beyond what I thought he was capable of. Unreal tonight. Wow. Woo-wee.
So many points coming from inside. He was not just settling for jump shots. He was slashing to the rim, sacrificing his body. His aggressiveness was the difference.
And that'll do it for this edition of the NBA on 2K Sport.